Hi, it's your girl Janet, the author Jaize. I'm back as promised. I want to show you the consistency of henna. Everybody wants to know, what does henna look like? And I always recommend mixing it in a glass bowl. This is, if you can see it, that's what it looks like. Goop, mud, horse manure. People claim they don't like the smell. The smell has never bothered me. It just smells like earth. And the utensils you're going to need, of course, would be your spreader, like you would use for putting a relaxer in. Good old saran wrap. Yes, I love Target. You're going to need a plastic cap. And I always, after I put on the saran wrap, plastic cap, I also always want to put on some type of scarf, and then I might even put on another one on top of that. So, I'm going to go ahead and put this henna in on the eve of my birthday. It's July 26th. It's around 11:30 something at night. This henna, like I said, I just did a henna about 3 weeks ago. So I'm going to leave this one in about 4 hours, and I'll get up, fill a tub of warm water, and then I'll get in the tub face forward. And then I'm pretty much going to just be rinsing it out. Of course, it's going to look like a rainy, muddy day in the tub. And then I always let that drain, and then I proceed to finish getting the rest out and I use a conditioner as well. I use carrots. I might use Giovanni. I might use sometimes even just the Dove conditioner. So, what else can I say? Oh, and with the henna, of course, again, you want to use body art quality, and it should be pure organic. It's like a greenish powder. I always boil some green tea. Then I let the tea get to be room temperature. And I slowly, not quickly, slowly add the tea and stir and stir until it's again this muddy mud, if you can see. So it should be a pasty mud, like if you remember when your mom made homemade tomato sauce and she would use that tomato paste, but even, I would say just even a little thicker than yogurt. You see how it's not dripping. People claim it's so messy. It shouldn't be drippy, people. Okay? It should not be drippy. All right. Then I always, sometimes I add honey. This mixture has honey in it. It also has some indigo in it. So let's get started. And again, I'm just really concentrating on the side. So you should do your back first, but when you're wanting to cover gray, as I am, I'm starting with the front. I'm not going to show doing my whole head, but yeah, I love this stuff. It's a great conditioner. Yeah, we haven't talked about what is so great about it. It's a great conditioner. It strengthens your hair, and I just like it. And the more often you put it on, you'll become a henna head. Curly Nikki, actually, when I started watching, checking out her channel, it reminded me how much I loved henna. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, so we could do this ourselves, instead of going to the shop like I used to do in college. And to me, it just gives a great sheen. Your hair, my hair is always very shiny, very manageable. takes the product well. Most importantly, your hair is strong. And this is so much more, I feel so much better. And you can see it already. You see it taking to the curl pattern in my hair. It's not a relaxer, it's all natural. So it's indigo. You would get to the back. Like I said, I'm not actually going to even do my own hair, and I'm certainly not going to bore you guys to death with the showing the whole routine. But so once then in the back you kind of part it, and pretty much it's just like putting on a relaxer actually, because you're trying to get all your hair. I'm more concerned with my hairline right now. And this is freshly washed hair. I always like to start out with a clean, freshly washed head of hair. And since this is a natural form of conditioner, it's also a colorant. It's a natural colorant. Your hair will have pretty much coppery reddish highlights. And of course, everybody's hair is different. But if you buy the right type of henna, it'll bring out your natural color, and then it'll also, you're definitely going to have some reddish copper tones to it. That doesn't ever bother me because I'll follow it up with the indigo treatment. And this is just real quick because my hair is not suffering. It still has the effects from the last henna. So and normally if it's your first treatment, you would take a little more care to make sure, it gets on every hair just like you would your relaxer. And this is not, to me it doesn't straighten my hair or anything. It might slightly relax the curl, and if you notice, I'm pretty much putting it on new growth. I'm so glad my hair is not graying. I'm not even going to tell how old how young I'm going to be tomorrow. But my son is 27. And no, I didn't have him when I was a baby myself. But these days I like to let people think that, because that's the first thing they think. Oh, good. Think it, please. Oh, he's 27. Yes, he is. And pretty much this is like a sloppy job I'm doing, again, because it's not like, it's pretty much, I've already put the henna on recently. This is just freshen up. Some people put theirs on every 2 weeks. They'll say twice a month. Well, twice a month is every 2 weeks. Me, I might go every 6 weeks normally, but this is a every 3 week job. And the only reason is because I didn't follow it up with a henna, indigo, which is natural black colorant. from the indigo plant. But I didn't do that because I had a little indigo left when I made this henna. And I put it in with the henna. And then lo and behold, I didn't need to follow up because it turned out a great color. I loved it. It's pretty much jet black. And this is the remainder that was frozen. So yes, if you don't use all your henna, slap it in the freezer and you can use it. I mean, someone just got her a nice pack from an Indian store. She only paid like $6 for it. But and I said that to say this, mine is typically pretty expensive because I order mine. I like to make sure that I'm getting nothing but pure henna, no nothing in it, no preservatives. And I trust, I get mine from www.mahandi.com. I got that site off of Curly Nikki. She orders hers from there. And I also, I have ordered my henna from www.buttersandbars, and it's Butters in Bars. And I actually did a Butters and Bars haul video. I have 2 channels now. Looks like one is Jaize Writer, and then you'll find my first videos, I guess, on my first channel. But on this channel, you can see my earlier videos because there's a link to it. I'm going to try to get all of them on one channel. Anyway, I said I wasn't going to do this whole thing, but looks like that's what I did. And again, if you remember the point of this, if you saw an earlier video I did tonight, the point was to get this gray tang down. This is start off their birthday tomorrow with gray. But I'm gonna get up and work out, so I'm gonna like get up at about 4, since it's almost 12, and dunk my head, and I'm gonna use some curl formers that I got. There's a recent haul video. And pretty much, now a lot of times it's caked to my head. And then here's some new growth if I want to get some of that in. I mean, I must be really tired. Whew, not new growth. I was making sure I got all the new growth first. And that's what you could do. And as you see, I have my, this is a silver earring. It won't hurt anything. And it actually rinses out of your bowl, your utensils, and everything. And so, I'll show you how I wrap up my hair and we'll be done. Your hair, it just gives you this beautiful, strong head of hair, which is why I love it. Okay. And if you don't trust me, go to www.curlynikki's site, and you're talking about a head full of beautiful hair. I'm going to rinse these gloves so I can put on the saran wrap. So just 1 second.